You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I am your host, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Today, I want to talk about episode 102 of Dragon Ball Super, and I want to get into some other things too. So strap in. Let's start off with Dragon Ball Super, episode 102. In my opinion, it was basically a Android 17 feature, if you will. We got to see him do his thing. He took out a couple people, and he looked pretty good doing it, not gonna lie. Very good show. But basically it was pretty much focused on him and the girl he was fighting, the leader of Universe 2. I think her name is Brianna. I think she goes by Brianna. But anyway, when she powers up, she has a transformation and she's a skinny, tiny little thing, base form. And then when she transforms, she gets very, very obese, very fat, very big. I don't even know how to describe her. She looks like a fat, oversized alien when she transforms. I don't know how else to put it. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell as far as the leader of Universe 2 is concerned. But he ended up taking out a couple other fighters under Universe 2, and it looks like they're going to be going head to head next episode. But man, I got a preview of episode 103, and Universe 10 is back, and they are going to be going head to head with Universe 7. So if I know Toriyama, I know that he's not going to have the same thing happen the way it did in the first tournament that they went at each other about. There's going to be some changes, of course. This is a completely different arc. Different things are going to happen. Toriyama's going to try to mix it up and catch some people slipping. In other words, he's going to have some people assuming this is going to happen, and then he'll probably the opposite will probably happen. So we'll see. We're still looking pretty good on Universe 7 as far as the elimination and stuff is concerned. We still got most of our fighters still there. So let's see how long that will last, because, we still got Hit in here. We still got Kale and Khalifa and, Vegeta and Goku, all these guys, and Toppo and Jiren. So I think, there's some things that are going to get crazy. And I'm wondering what's going to happen with the weaker characters and what they're going to do with them. Will they last? Will they be able to maintain, or will they get put out and then set everything up for the powerhouses to start getting into some gangster shit? We'll see. Toriyama can sometimes surprise us. When we're blocking our head, he'll hit us in the stomach, and vice versa. So we'll see. On another note, I want to talk about what I've been doing this past week. I've been playing a little Injustice 2, but a lot of Street Fighter 5. Yeah, I got back into Street Fighter 5, and I'm there. I'm back. Tried out another character. This guy named Ed. He's a boxer slash fighter. He's a hybrid, if you will. Matter of fact, he was trained by Balrog, one of my favorite characters in the series. So I saw some videos on him, had me interested. So I'm back in the lab with this guy, trying to learn how he plays or whatnot. So I'm not playing online yet. I'm playing with some friends and trying to work out all the kinks to see where he is. But I like him so far, man. I'm very impressed and can't wait to learn all the intricacies that he possesses. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start that out because I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm not really I'm not a good Injustice 2 player. I'm like an average player at best right now. I don't know. I'm just a way better Street Fighter player, and that's just my game. That's my wheelhouse. So I'm going to go back home where Street Fighter 5 is. Now, don't get me wrong. Injustice is a great game. Way more to offer than Street Fighter 5 does. Street Fighter, in my opinion, is just, I don't want to say more polished, but I'll just say it's just, for me personally, it just feels better. As far as it feels more fluid, move to move, combo to combo type thing. Injustice 2 is more kind of stiff. The inputs are stiff, to pull off some of the moves, and it's just a little stiffer, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not that great at it. So, I play it for fun, and I have a lot of friends that play it, and there's so many things to do in the multiverse and all of that. So, it keeps you going, and you want to unlock certain things for your favorite characters in the game, and that's cool as well. So, it has its perks for me. But Street Fighter is just, I'm just better at the game. I just like it. I think it's a beautiful looking game. I think Capcom made a lot of mistakes as far as the marketing of this game and how they put it out and all of that stuff, man. But luckily it's a game that they are continuing to improve. Slow, they're very slow with it. They're taking their time, but it is still we're still getting progression in the game. So like I said, this guy Ed is really cool. I like him, but when they add an arcade mode, and that will make me feel a lot better as well. But they're trying, so I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here. And I missed it though. I did miss it, and I'm gonna be playing more. I'll be doing videos and on this character, and probably some of the other ones that I use, because Balrog and Ken are my favorites right now. I hope that we get one of my other favorite characters that's missing right now. There's rumors about Sagat coming and Sakura. Now, if Sakura is there, she was one of my favorites as well. Love her character. Loved her in Street Fighter 4, and I can't wait till she comes back to Street Fighter 5. We'll see. Hopefully, I will be crossing my fingers and we get that wish. At least it's one of my wishes. But yeah, that's what I've been on. Been wanting to play Just Cause 3. But man, it's just not enough time in a day to play all these games. And that game is free this month on PlayStation Plus. So I'm going to download it when I get a chance to. And I still haven't played Until Dawn, which I downloaded last month, that I've been wanting to play, and I haven't gotten around to it. I need to figure something out though, because this hard drive space is, they're killing it right now. Until Dawn is 47 gigs. It's a big ass game. Takes up a lot of space, and I consider myself, I'm not proud of it, but I consider myself a memory hoarder for my PS4, because I'll have a game that I haven't played in weeks, sometimes even months, sitting on the hard drive, and every time I get ready to say, okay, I'm going to take this game off because I just need to make room, I don't want to do it. It's like it takes me 20 minutes to finally make a decision on a game that I haven't even played yet. I guess it's because I don't want to deal with the whole re-download thing again, that type of thing. But oh well, I guess I have to figure that out. When you get trouble, when things happen, you have to figure out solutions and ways around it. But yeah, I mean, it just goes with the territory. I mean, I had a little snag trying to record this podcast. What I usually record it on, the program I'm using, is acting like a piece of shit right now. For whatever reason, I do not know. Computers, man, it's a mystery to me. But, I have to figure something out. So, I had to think on my head and figure something out, and I did that. So until that other problem can get fixed, hey, I'll be doing it like this. I have to jump through more hoops and all of that, but it goes with the territory. So that's one more problem I have to attend to and try to figure out here going forward. But it's all good. I love the podcast, and it gives me a platform to talk about things that I love and things that I'm into, and you guys listening, you feel that and you support that. And I just want to thank you guys for listening to that as well, to all my problems and everything that's going on with me and what I'm playing. And I appreciate that. Now, what I would like to get into is, man, the other thing I've been doing this past week. I cannot wait to bring this up. I'm very excited about this. Oh man, Naruto. I have been watching the hell out of some Naruto. Finally started to watch it. I spoke about it a little bit in my last podcast, and I can't stop watching. I have not been able to stop watching this for good reason. I'm still in the beginning arcs of this story, so they're still kids. I just finished season 2. Each season is roughly about 52 episodes, so I'm about 104, 105 episodes in. Fantastic show, man. Fantastic. Now I see what all the fuss is about, and it only gets better. You see the characters grow into these ninjas that aren't to be trifled with, man. So I've already got a favorite character in the series. I actually got 2 right now. One being Kakashi Sensei, and the other one being Rock Lee. Those are my 2 favorites right now in the series. Now, I've been told that there are lots and lots and lots of more characters to come, and I'm excited about that as well. That's another thing I'm excited about. All the episodes that are available right now for the series, and it just wrapped up not too long ago, and they are already starting the follow-up, which is supposed to take place and center around the son of Naruto. So I'm still at where he's still a kid. So, man, I can't wait to dive into this all the way. I'm really having fun with it. I'm really enjoying myself, man. And I cannot wait to see what is going to happen next. And not just the series, but the world of Naruto, period. I mean, I've seen and heard of the games, just kind of like how Dragon Ball has tons and tons of content and games and stuff like that. But Naruto's had games too. They've been here. And that's another thing that I get excited about, because, man, I can just continue, keep on keeping on, and I'll discover new things, new games, movies. Supposedly they have movies too. So like I said, I'm still in the infancy of everything, and I'm trying to, I'll get to it. Trust me, because when I start a series, I finish it. And especially if I like it, I'm 100 episodes in. Why would I stop now? I mean, yeah. So I'm going to finish out the Naruto series, so I have another 50 some odd episodes left on that, and then we'll jump to the next part. I guess they're teenagers, And that's supposedly when everybody says it gets really crazy. Everybody's learning new ninjutsu and all of this stuff, man. They're constantly learning. And like I said, there's so many different types of ninjutsu out there, and everybody's trying to find ones that fit them. It's just tight. It's just a great show. I'm loving it right now. I am already looking for Naruto games. I'm Googling best Naruto video games on all the platforms that I own: PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, 3DS, DS. And there's games for every one of those I just named and then some. So yeah, when I get into a series like this, I get to searching for content and games and whatnot. And I think I have another favorite anime. Now look, it's getting there. Okay. After 100 episodes, I can almost safely say that so far this series has caught my heart. It's got me. I think it's going to get better. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. And I tend to trust, some of these guys that tell me this. I have a very close friend of mine who, pretty much when he talks about anime, it pretty much is exactly how he says it is. I mean, he told me to watch Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, and I heard him talking and I waited. It took me a year after he told me to watch it, but I finally did. And it's to the point now I'm like, look, whatever he tells me to watch and recommends for me to watch, I'm going to watch it, because everything he's basically told me since I've known him is everything has came out exactly like he said. I love Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. One of my top favorites, no doubt in my mind, besides Dragon Ball. And it's hard. It is very hard for for me to put an anime in the Dragon Ball family. But man, I really appreciate Naruto. I appreciate the characters and the depth that they have. I mean, the layers of these characters, man, really good writing. Some interesting characters in this so far. And like I said, I've been told that there's so many more coming. So I cannot wait to get to know these other characters and get to know more about this world. I'm so happy. And then when I'm done with it, I'll have the games, and I'll have, I have other things to fall back on to appease me. Kind of like Dragon Ball, when Dragon Ball had that hiatus that it had, when it was just done before Super came out, we still had the games. We had plenty to keep us, busy. I mean, even older games. I still play Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I mean, I still play that. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm on right now. So another anime that gives me the same feeling as Dragon Ball in different ways. I mean, I've always been a fan of the ninja, everything basically surrounding ninjas. I've always been intrigued by ninjas, and this show is about ninjas for the most part, and I love that. I love these new techniques, and I love to see, these characters grow. I love it, and I cannot get enough of it. So that is where I am at with this series. And when I get off of this microphone, I am going to watch some more. So, can't wait. With that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. If you need anything from me, if you want to comment, if you have any concerns, you want to talk about anything on the show, please don't be afraid to hit me on Twitter at Studio MacGyver. You can also email me if you want. Studio MacGyver Music with a K at yahoo.com. I'm also easy to reach on Facebook at Studio MacGyver as well. They have a podcast. Well, we have a podcast page, so you guys can leave things. You can comment. You can do whatever. And those are the ways you guys can reach out to me. Twitter is my number one spot, so I'm always hanging out on Twitter. Hit me up. I'm also proud to announce that I bought my first Naruto collectible item. One of my favorite characters so far in the series. Yes, he's yours truly, Kakashi Sensei. So I actually got him on a nice deal too, because he's going for about 50 to anywhere from 50 to 60 at the most, and I got him for 30 at Barnes and Noble. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna get up out of here now, but I always say this at the end, and I always will. You guys have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.